By the end of this, you'll know exactly when to pick a courgette, what size to aim for, and how to check it in under 10 seconds without cutting anything open. Here's the thing most people get wrong. They wait, they look at the courgette, think it needs another day, and walk away. Then they come back to find a marrow the size of a shoe. That single habit, waiting too long, is responsible for more wasted courgettes than anything else on the allotment. So let's fix it. Today, step by step. Courgettes don't slow down. The plant is working at full speed, and what looks small on Monday is enormous by Wednesday. That's not an exaggeration. In warm weather, a courgette can put on several centimeters in a single day. The sweet spot is 15 to 20 centimeters. That's roughly the length of your hand from wrist to fingertip. At that size, the skin is tender, the seeds are tiny, and the flavor is at its best. Go beyond 25 centimeters and the texture starts to change. The seeds get bigger, the flesh gets watery. It's still edible, but it's not the same vegetable. Pick at 15 to 20. That's the rule. Stick to it. This is not a once-a-week job. Check your courgette plants every single day during the growing season. It takes 30 seconds. Just walk down the bed, lift a leaf or two, and look. The courgettes hide. The big leaves cover them, and a fruit can go from nothing to harvestable in 2 or 3 days. Daily checking is the only habit that keeps you ahead of the plant. If you're going away for a few days, pick anything over 10 centimeters before you leave. It won't be at peak size, but that's better than coming back to a marrow. You don't need to cut to know if a courgette is ready. Here's the 10-second check. First, look at the skin. A ready courgette has a firm, slightly glossy skin. If it looks dull, or the surface feels soft when you press it gently, it's past its best. If it's rock hard and the skin is very dark and thick, it's gone too far. Second, look at the flower end. The flower, the yellow blossom at the tip, will still be attached on younger fruits. That's actually a good sign. A fresh flower means the fruit is young. Once the flower drops off and the end starts to look dry and sealed over, the fruit is moving past the ideal window. Third, check the stem. It should be firm and green right up to the plant. A fruit that's been on the vine too long will sometimes show a slight softening where the stem meets the body. That's it. Skin, flower end, stem. 3 checks, 10 seconds, no cutting required. Use a knife or sharp secateurs. Don't twist or pull. The stems are tougher than they look, and yanking at the fruit can damage the plant at the point where the stem connects. That damage opens the plant up to disease. Cut the stem cleanly about 2 centimeters above the fruit. A clean cut heals faster. Put the courgette straight into a bag or trug. Don't leave it on the soil while you carry on harvesting. If you're picking regularly, the plant rewards you for it. Removing ripe fruit signals the plant to keep producing. Leave a big fruit sitting on the plant and production slows down. Pick often and you'll get more courgettes across the whole season. It happens. You miss one. You find a marrow under a leaf and feel guilty about it. Don't. First, remove it immediately. Cut it off the same way. Clean cut, 2 centimeters up the stem. Don't leave it on the plant to try to use it later. Get it off now. Second, eat it. A large courgette is still useful. Stuff it, roast it, grate it into bread or fritters. It just needs different treatment than a small, tender one. It's not a failure, it's a different ingredient. Third, check the rest of the plant carefully. Where there's one hidden fruit, there are usually others. Lift every leaf. Check the base of the plant where stems cluster together. Do a full audit and pick everything over 15 centimeters right now. Pick courgettes at 15 to 20 centimeters. Check the skin, the flower end, and the stem. That tells you everything you need without cutting. Check the plant every single day and remove any oversized fruits immediately so the plant keeps producing. So, over to you. What's the biggest courgette you've accidentally grown into a marrow? And did you find a way to actually cook it that worked? Tell us in the comments. And if this helped you understand your plot a little better, subscribe to Grow a Lot Studio. There is always more going on down on the allotment than meets the eye.